Oh, wow, you command the darkness. Interesting. Hello guys and welcome back to some more Assassin's Creed Unity. Apparently a riot has started. But to me it doesn't really seem like a riot has begun. Like at all. Will you guys stop already? I'm trying to beat one guy here. So much for a riot. Okay, let me get what I came here for, please. But I am anonymous. What? No one's here. Just let me. All right. Just gonna wait. There we go. This place though, it's kind of fancy.
All that security for a key. What lies behind that door?
The future, Arno, the future. Maybe just a very hot babe, who knows? Maybe Napoleon's looking for another wife. That's when we find like an old dead woman and he's like, that's who I want. I can easily get 2 headshots. Just do this and boom. 1 headshot down. 2 headshots down. Actually, apparently only 1. The other one might have hit his arm or something. Now I just need to find a way out of here. I think this is where I came from. Really, that's cool. I actually accidentally went here, so maybe this is the only way out. Let me just get out of here, please. Don't chase me down. Not that way. And not this way either. Okay, there's not really a good way to go, so just climb the rooftop.
Don't run off! I'm a good guy! Good at smashing
Other way.
tearing, and the other. Hey, you looking for a beat?
Oh no. Ouch. Monsieur, indeed to you too. Time to go back to those catacombs where I found the other place. Still only an advanced officer. I'm not actually an assassin in the ranking yet for some reason. Wait, what? It has to be this way, right? Yeah, because the catacombs, I see. I am a true assassin, just running past everyone. Altair would be proud.
Hold a moment. you! Oh, my blade! I beg for your mercy. Hear me.
Might as well take this now that I'm down here. Blup. Yeah, that's too far up. Let's see if this opens the door or if it's just a big joke.
Now for that artifact.
Allow me. What skill stealing the key? Much obliged.
The typical bad guy gets in before us.
Tell him that I resign.
That he resigns. Now we call for the kid. Here's your backup. Oh wow, really it worked? I didn't actually know the kid. Oh, that's kind of funny.
Thank you. Now get out of sight, I mean it. It's time to find out what's inside that temple.
And the Captain?
He shall fall. For I am an assassin.
No, you're not. You're not an assassin, Arno. You were an assassin, but you're not an assassin anymore. Oh, here you actually do need the lantern, 100%. Really? How am I gonna light it and then bring it across? Maybe just climbing would work, you know? Here we go. Get out of here, whatever you are. Arno doesn't want to jump up. There we go. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work. I don't know why. So that goes here. What am I doing? Why did I open this? Like a thing on the ground that I'm supposed to do. I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Let's try to look with eagle vision here to see if there's anything I am supposed to be able to. Oh. Oh. Well, I guess I need to get up again. This is not gonna work. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Merde.
Okay, there we go. Now this should lead all the way back to the other place. So I get more like, okay, I like this. Environmental puzzles. See, that's what I'm talking about. I like this. I like it. I don't know about the lantern itself, though. I like the idea of having to have the lantern go through everything, but I don't like that it's not that useful. Like, I wish everything would kill you if you didn't have the lantern. That sounds weird, but oh well. Oh, dang.
Who built this place?
Seems like the precursors did, didn't they? Oh, that's a... Okay, I see. Whoops. I'm here for you. Is that like... Oh, it's a lantern.
Open, damn you!
I would have thought that the reward would actually be a lantern.
The artifact will never be yours.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not actually that hard to kill when it comes down to it.
I've commandeered the artillery required to break this siege.
Steal the artifact, and your reward shall be far greater than anything Commandant Bonaparte has offered.
Where do I deliver it?
To the Lady Eve.
The Lady Eve? Assassinate Rose. What twist, huh? Oh, this is also a puzzle. Whoops. Let me just double check. So the puzzle is supposed to be what? So first we got the V, then the sidewards thingy. First we got the V. Where's V? This is V. It's just a little bit sideways. Then we got the weird one. What's the last one? The weird one? I think it's this one, right? Yeah, this is the weird one. No, you actually no, it's not. This is the weird one. And we got this one. And then we got the last one. Pretty simple, but pretty nice. Why did you say that all of a sudden? The artifact has gone up. You just climb. Yeah, I need to get up there somehow. All right. How the heck? No, Arno, I didn't tell you to jump down here. Oh, this side, okay. Yeah, someone's speaking. A little bit weird.
Now, old friend, we shall see why they're after you.
Why are they after him? Or after it? Hold to charge an ancient, release the button to unleash the power of Saint Denis. Oh, wow, you command the darkness. Interesting. Yeah, very overpowered. It reminds me of the Apple of Eden.
What is this? That commandant must never.
Either he commands animals or he commands, oh, the darkness. I don't know how that works. Alright, there we go. More of you really on the way.
Dear Arno, our hopes as to the future condition of the human species may be reduced to 3 points.
Or it's a small Apple of Eden.
You are under arrest for treason and deserting your post.
The destruction of inequality between different nations. The progress of equality in one and the same nation.
Final passengers!
This must reach Al-Mualim in Cairo.
Wait, Al-Mualim?
And lastly, the real improvement of man.
Al-Mualim and... But Al-Mualim is... Wait, what? It's just before or after Al-Mualim? It has to be after, right? Why Al-Mualim? Is that another Al-Mualim? Oh, well, I'm definitely confused. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's good, it's good. Yeah, interesting DLC. I have to say that it wasn't bad. It was better paced than the main story in the main game. Arno actually interacted in the actual missions. You did the side stuff now. Thank goodness. That was missing from the main game. The level design is also better now than the main game, where mostly in the past it all took place in one open world and you kind of just got a setting set in that open world. Here you got specific environments designed for specific purposes, which is what older Assassin's Creed usually also had. So I like that the levels are specifically designed for specific purposes, and then I just, instead of just picking a building in the main world and be like, oh, this is the mission. Oh, okay, I'll just go to the main building the third time in a row and then do this. So, but then again, this was also shorter. So what can you do, you know? But what they made here, and gave out for free, by the way, because of the bad launch of the Assassin's Creed Unity game itself, the main campaign. Or the main game, as to say. Because of that, they gave this up for free to anyone who got Unity. And they delivered. Honestly, this is fun. It is still plagued by all the bad things with the main game, except for Arno himself. Now you get to see different points of Arno here. You get to see him being serious about everything after Elise died. You get to see him treating the kid like he treated Elise. Make sure he doesn't get killed. You see him fighting with his loss of Elise. Like, this is pretty much Arno how he would be without the whole romance with Elise, and I like Arno like this. His personality shines more in this DLC than it does after you kill Bellic in the main game. don't have much more to say. It's pretty much just the same, but a little bit better. But only because it's shorter, of course, and I have to say the story elements are few and in between, okay? But the mission design itself is good and better than the main game. The story itself is a little bit all over the place. A few cutscenes, like 4 cutscenes or something in general, maybe 5. Through, what, 3-4 hours? I don't know how long it took me to beat this one. So I don't know how I should think really about this one, other than it was alright. Like I said, still plagued by the further things, but the design of the levels and the design of the enemies were way better than the main game. Because the main game, I always felt like it spammed the enemies on you, but in this one it actually made sense where the enemies were placed, and you could actually do semi-stealth if you really wanted to. I had just given up because of the main game, and I expected this to be exactly like the main game, but they actually did better stealth in the DLC. So I'm a little bit sad that I didn't try to exploit that a little bit more, because I'd given up on it. But, yeah, the enemy detection is still broken. They spot you through walls miles away, so it's fine. And when it comes to the world design, I like the gloomy, doomy atmosphere. As much as I like it, though, it also felt a little bit more blurry than the main game. And I can also tell that my recordings took way less space on my PC. So that means that either they downgraded the textures a bit in this DLC, or they somehow managed to make it look nice and optimize it a little bit more, and then release it. Because I also ran a high FPS all the time in this one. Is that Arno standing over there? Yeah, that is Arno. Did they literally just take a camera and make it so you can't move your character and you just show the environment you just came from after the cutscene? That's fine, I don't mind it, but this is funny. Try to speed it up a little bit. Where are the production babies, damn it? Give me those production babies. I also didn't see it in the main game because I was running out of space near the end of it. This time I have plenty of space. Engine programmers, not what I'm looking for. Release and build specialists. Wait, if they were also specialists for the main game, they need to do something better there. But yeah, I'm still surprised by how good Unity looks. It's definitely the biggest compliment I'm gonna give to the game. That's how it looks. I also got a compliment for trying to double down on stealth, but failing with the enemy detection system. If you watch my main playthrough, just take everything I said there, but a little bit less. And you pretty much got what I think about this one. Although this was pretty easy. I have to say that much, by the way. So if you complete the main campaign in the main story here, then when you go to this DLC, it's going to be a bit of a breeze, because it's just a little bit too easy. Because as much as I hate the level system, here they just didn't take advantage of it, because the player were already level 5 during the main campaign, so the level system kind of backfired on the developers now. Because now the enemies aren't hard anymore, now you can just go in there and kill them all the time. Unless you did this before the main story is finished, which I might suggest you do if you know the main story. But before you finish it, you should go in here. Like halfway through the main story, probably try to go this one. It's not in a chronological order, but it's going to be way more fun when this is actually sort of hard. Maybe just jump in between, you know. They could also work. Didn't see production babies, maybe I just missed it. Anything I'm missing? Nope, that's it? Really? That's the end of Arno's story? What does he do? You're telling me I can't actually use it? Napoleon's arrest, but he shouldn't be arrested for long, right? What really happened in Egypt, I wonder? That is true. He was leading the royal army in victory in Egypt. From there, his rise was unstoppable. So they're hinting to something about Napoleon in Egypt, which is very interesting. Interesting. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this, what was it called? Dead Kings DLC? Honestly, I had hoped a little bit more story to it, instead of him just going back and forth and talking to the kid. But I like the little area they made. Sometimes smaller is better when it comes to these games. And this size actually complements this DLC more than it downgrades it. So I like that it's smaller. Still a heck ton of chests. Why not abandon the whole red chest, white chest thing? It's so stupid. And Napoleon's bicorns were a little bit more interesting to collect than cockades, but maybe something more personal to Arno. Come on, like Elise memoir or Elise memories like Ezio had in the past. They could do so much more with Arno's character. At least that's what I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they can't do more with his character, but I believe he's more of a blank slate than anything. And this has tried to make him less of a blank slate. But he's still more of a blank slate in the end. You don't feel like you're playing as Arno, really. You feel like you're playing as the initiate, playing as Arno. Throughout both games. But the DLC and the main game. So I'm happy that this was here to flush him out a little bit. So now we get a new view of him. Still pretty blank. He doesn't say that much. He just kind of crumbles and is like, "Oh, Elise! Oh, Elise! Stay out of this, kid, or you'll get killed. Now you seriously need to stay out of it, please." That kind of stuff, but yeah. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this mini... this playthrough or let's play, whatever I decide to call it. I'm experimenting with let's plays at the moment, so we will see what I do. But yeah, it's gonna be it for this DLC. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're gonna go play it if you enjoyed. And when I didn't say this in the main game, I don't think so. But in this review, I'll specifically say that the game is worth the money. 100%. It's extremely cheap nowadays because it's so old and because it had a very bad launch. So, I mean, if you like Assassin's Creed, go get this. Would I recommend it if you really, really love Assassin's Creed? If you love the idea of you being the assassin, then yes. If you love evolving with the character, then no. If you just love a big open world you can mess around, then yes. Like I said, all the main stuff that I also said in the main playthrough, but a little less bad. Is pretty much what I'm saying. And I'm not gonna rate this DLC, but if I have to rate it on a DLC spectrum, now this is a completely different spectrum than main game spectrum. This is comparing to all DLCs, not games. This is a pretty good 6 out of 10 DLC itself. It's not a long DLC. I have played 7-hour DLCs before. I have played 12-hour DLCs before, but a lot of them weren't that great. Most of them are still 7 out of 10s, you know, because like 7 out of 10 is like, it's a product, it works, you can play it, you can have fun, but it needs a little bit here and there. That's why 5 out of 10 is technically the medium, but 7 out of 10 is the medium for working games. If you get what I mean. That's how my spectrum of rating is. Because a lot of people rate it based on... I've heard someone say they rate it based on... what is it, innovation? I'm like, no, that's not what video games are. They're entertainment, not innovation. You can't blame an artist for making a new play. That's the same as all the other plays. Like, it's just a play. This is just a game. It's not meant to be the new thing, you know. This is the new thing, the new way. It's just like supposed to evolve everything. It's just a game. And again, I've said it multiple times before, but I'm saying it again. I don't care if Ubisoft does the same game over and over again, but a different style, because I like these games. I actually hate that they changed the Assassin's Creed formula to RPG. Probably because everyone was complaining, and they're like, let's do something new, and then they completely messed up Assassin's Creed, in my opinion. In my opinion, I haven't played the newer games yet, but from what I've seen, they're so RPG heavy that it's just not Assassin's Creed. A little bit sad, really, because this series had so much potential before that. Valhalla is interesting, though. I do actually think that is an okay one. Because you can still one-hit enemies after you try to assassinate them. That's nice. And I mean all enemies, not just, you know, smaller guys. The whole point of stealth is to reward the player for stealth, not make it harder to do stealth. Like, why don't they get that? That stealth is satisfying because you can one-tap enemies, but it also good and satisfying because you have to work hard to do it. If you get spotted and you go into combat, it's going to be harder to take out the enemy. So stealth is so satisfying if you compare the easy about it versus the hard about it. A lot of players complain that, ooh, stealth is too easy. Ooh, you can just one-tap everyone. Yes, that's the point of it being stealth. It's easy and satisfying if you do stealth, but it's not easy to do the actual stealth. So it kind of evens out because you do the stealth and then you get the kill to the point where you're satisfied and you actually had some challenge to actually get that one insta-kill. I don't get the whole hate on stealth one-tapping people because it's supposed to. In Ghost of Tsushima, it's got complimented for it. This game today is getting looked at as a good Assassin's Creed game. I disagree a bit. It's just a good game. Like a good open world? Nah, it's not even a good... It's like a good... I don't know what I would call it. It's not a bad thing by any means. It's a decent, fun experience is what I'm supposed to say. There you go. Decent, fun experience. It's also an okay Assassin's Creed game with a lot of potential that it didn't really flesh out on. But yeah, I'm talking way too much again. Like the same thing with freaking the end of Assassin's Creed Unity, so I'm gonna stop. It's just because I love the Assassin's Creed series so much, and it sucks that I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. Not because I don't enjoy it. Like, I played Assassin's Creed 3 not that long ago, and Assassin's Creed Rogue, and I enjoyed those games. I might play Black Flag again someday. I played it back in 2018, I think. But it's just so sad to see those not be as good as they once were, because... not the Assassin's Creed games themselves, but Unity, like the series itself, the Assassin's Creed series. But yeah, I will return to the topic. I digress nowadays, you say all the time. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this DLC. Hope to see you in another playthrough of mine. I played through all kinds of games, not just DLCs or campaigns. I played through all this stuff. If you have a game you want me to play, leave it in the comment. If you want to tell me I'm wrong and I'm an asshole, leave it in the comment. And try to spell it out nicely though. YouTube doesn't like it when you swear, and then I never really get to see it, or it's a comment that's blocked. So write I'm an asshole in a nice way if you disagree with me, okay? Thank you. But yeah. I don't have much else to say other than you guys stay awesome. Consider checking out another one of my playthroughs, let's play / whatever. And as always, stay awesome.